House Party 3. Holla at a pimp. Play that motherfucker one more again if you would. Let's get the spirit, church. I don't care what you say, this song is gonna make you happy. This is the kind of song when you walk into the Slauson swap meet with $400, and you know not only can you buy anything you want, bitch, you can buy a booth if you want to. Just go and play it. This is a song that plays in your head when you go to Ralph's. And the register comes up at $146, and you know you ain't got but $140, and then you pull out your Ralph card and watch the shit just come tumbling down. Y'all don't feel me. What I'm saying is a song like this could change your life if you would just allow it. It's time to do some new shit. You need a theme song in your life. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can't fight to that song. You can pull out your gun, but you can't shoot. You just... is that if you... I know some of y'all hate your job. You wake up happy and mad at the same time. You just, good morning, shit. You need a song like this on your alarm clock, but you can wake up to some pimp shit in the morning. You just fuck to go. You don't feel what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that even if you recycle cans for a living, if you could just put that song in your shopping cart, you'd be all right. You just gone down Sunset. Y'all don't feel what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying even if you had the shopping cart with the fucked up wheel, you still just... I don't think you feel me. I think, what I'm saying is even if you worked at McDonald's and somebody came through the drive-thru and ordered a number 7, and you looked around and nobody was working but you. If you could just get that song on the PA system, you'd be all right. You just fucked it. From LA, y'all need to decide what you are going to do about the weather. The last 3 days in this motherfucker, it's been hot, sunny, mild, breezy, cold, rainy, sleety. A pimp don't know what to wear in this raggedy motherfucker. It's bullshit. I'm in the hotel lobby with a fur coat on, some swim trunks, and some Timberlands, because I don't know what may happen in this raggedy bitch this evening. Y'all got to change this shit. This is bullshit. Now, it is 2004. I do not have a lot of time. Oh my God. I love you so much. I just want a girlfriend just like you. Would y'all please make a round of applause for Layla Lee, please, God? You are the dream woman. All we want is a fine-ass woman that can knock a nigga out. That's all we really want. So that I don't have to fight sometime. I just be in the mall just, no, baby, you got this one, you got this one. Some beautiful shit. Now, I need to talk to my people, now that does not necessarily mean black people. I've had as many problems with niggas as I have had with white people. So I'm only talking to my people, the SPS type of people, secret pimp society. If you don't know, don't ask, bitch, you ain't invited. Now, this is a new year, you got to do new shit. First of all, stop letting motherfuckers think you're stupid. We're not stupid. The world is crazy, it ain't us. These motherfuckers got to stop on TV. They got the nerve to lie and tell the truth to us at the same time. This got to be the last year we tolerate that shit. How you gonna lie and tell the truth? You wouldn't tolerate that at the club. If you was with a girl and you was dancing, you was like, so, how many kids you got? She was like, 6. I mean, 1. Bitch, that ain't funny. How many you got? That's what they do. They lie and tell the truth at the same time. You see the commercial. You can get a brand new 2004 Expedition, no credit, bad credit, bankrupt, divorce, parole violation, whatever your problem is, on approved credit. Did you just say no credit, bad credit, on approved credit? That's like you meet a woman at the club, she tell you, I'm gonna give you some pussy, never. Well, bitch, that ain't the same then. That's not the same. Then they got commercials for medication where the side effect is worse than the shit that they're curing. And I didn't think nobody was noticing but me. All I'm saying is I'm taking some shit for asthma, I don't need the side effect to be shortness of breath. That's what the fuck I came to you for. They got some shit. They got some shit called Xenical. Now, Xenical is a fat blocker. And if weight is heavy on your mind, you got to be excited about something called a fat blocker, because you don't necessarily want to stop eating. But you wouldn't mind something blocking the fat every now and again. They show you the commercial, they show you the woman, she's overweight, she's unhappy. 3 seconds later, she's in a bikini, running through flowers, and you think, I want to run through some flowers too. Because you envision a pill in your throat all day, just blocking fat, just... Then they say possible side effects are gas with an oily discharge, diarrhea, and the inability to stop it. What the fuck? Gas with an oily discharge. It's already embarrassing to fart in church as it is. Now you got to ruin your clothes? You just, nigga, that ain't never coming out. No, nigga, that's oil. That's oil. It's all bullshit, I'm telling you. Weed is still illegal. Why? Nobody knows. It couldn't possibly be because it's a drug. That don't even make sense. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects. But that's not the same as drugs. Drugs, you got to do things to it chemically. You got to add baking soda, water, stir it up. I don't know the recipe, I'm just saying it's some shit you got to do to it. Now, aspirin is perfectly legal. But if you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache. As long as you have been living, you ain't never heard of a motherfucker overdose on marijuana. You might have thought that nigga was dead. He ain't dead. He gonna wake up in 30 minutes, hungry enough to eat up everything in your house. That's how it works. It's hungry, happy, sleepy. That's it. But this is bullshit. They think we stupid. They can do everything else, technology-wise. They can clone sheep. They can make a baby without the mama. We all remember the cell phone. You remember when that motherfucker first came out? That motherfucker was this goddamn big. Came in a suitcase with a shoulder strap. We all remember that. Now that motherfucker is so small that by next year it's just gonna be a chip on a nigga's tongue. You gonna be smoking a cigarette. Hello? No, nigga, I got you on the tongue phone. Hold on, I got another call. Hello? Now, what I'm saying is in 2004, you got to start making decisions that are best for you. Some of y'all just lie entirely too much. In 2004, stop lying to motherfuckers. Some of y'all got bill collectors keep calling all the time. That's because you keep giving them words that make them lie. Like, I'm not ready right yet. My shit ain't come in right now. Just tell them motherfuckers the truth. Don't be mean, don't be nasty, just tell them the truth. Just, hello? Yes, this is he. No, I know. Well, how much is it? Fuck. Okay, your name is Jerry, right? Jerry, are you by a computer where you can get this down? Okay, I am never, ever gonna fucking pay y'all. No, not payments, not installments, I'm not doing shit, Jerry. Don't threaten me, Jerry, I already got bad credit. Y'all should have turned that shit off last month. God bless you too, God bless you too. Start telling motherfuckers the truth. Now, some of y'all just need to go on and smoke weed because there's a chemical in weed that's called fuck it. And if you can just get that in your system, it can make your shit better. Some of y'all be crying about bills you can't pay. You just, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. They want the whole thing. They don't want a deposit or nothing. They want the whole. Just hit the weed one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's going on in your life. Just, I don't know what I'm gonna do about these light bills. Fuck them goddamn ones. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them motherfuckers. Now see, because it's time to start having fun in your little ragged ass life. It really is. Black people, we don't even dance no more. We used to go to the club and really do our shit. Now we so busy worrying about who they with, what these niggas got on, who they with, why they looking. You need to party with some white people. White people don't give a fuck about nothing. They just come to party. They don't give a shit about the song, the club, the drinks, the beat, nothing. Them motherfuckers are just ready to party. The beat will be right there and they'll dance all around that motherfucker. Niggas being like, you can't dance like that to 50 niggas. Follow you some white people, make up your own shit. Cause we've been doing the bankhead bounce for 12 motherfucking years. It's bullshit now. You in the club, you doing your shit. You look over, this nigga doing the same shit. Now you gotta get special with yours. This nigga wanna throw his back out to show you. Go in the club and make up your own shit. Now you need to be very, very in your head for this. Because some of y'all don't know that haters running a gang. They're never solitary. So while you're doing your shit, it's gonna be haters on. Fuck them. Do your shit. Walk in the club and make up your own shit. If you can do it for 5 seconds, I promise it'll free your entire life. DJ, just play something. I don't give a fuck what it is. Just as soon as you walk in the club, something's gonna be playing. Just walk in. I need to tell you that you need to make sure that all the shit that means something to you means something to you. If you married, hold on to that motherfucker till it ain't no good. How many of y'all got kids? Make some noise if you got kids. That's the most powerful thing in the world. I say this at every show. If you got a crazy ass baby mama nigga, it's a nigga testifying in the back. If you got a crazy ass baby mama, just try and work with her ass if you can. I'm a single father. I done had niggas, he was 9 months old, he 8. I'm just here to tell you this ain't no motherfucking joke. This is a goddamn job. Every motherfucking day raising these little ragged ass motherfuckers. That's a goddamn job. This nigga, first of all, he wake up at 5:30 every motherfucking morning. He don't give a fuck about weekends, weekdays, what time daddy get home. At 5:30 he's up. Not only is he up before Jesus, he ain't got no job. He ain't got no bill, so not only is he up at an ungodly hour, he is happy than a motherfucker for no apparent reason. At 5:30 every morning, he just, good morning, daddy. Time for some cereal. I done put that nigga to bed at 5:15. At 5:30, he just, good morning, daddy. Time for some cereal. But that's my motherfucking nigga. I don't know about you, I'm a pimp. Right here. I ain't a pimp as far as putting hoes on the street. I'm a pimp right here. I think pimp, therefore I am. So that's how I deal with my son, see. See, the first rule of pimping is you can't lie. Some of y'all niggas think you're pimping because you got 2 girlfriends, but them bitches don't know each other. That's not pimping. I tell the truth. My son is 8. He ain't never believed in Santa Claus. I'm sorry. I cannot afford for him to walk around thinking it's a white man going through the ghetto giving niggas PlayStations. No, baby, no. Daddy bought that with his weed money, baby. Can you say sacrifice? Sacrifice, very good. Me and that nigga talk. He came to me 2 months ago, he said, Daddy, I want an Xbox. I said, well, sit right here, pimpin'. Let me holler at you. Now, the first thing you need to understand is the Xbox is $199.99. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. But I need you to understand it only come with 1 controller. That means Daddy can't play with you, your friends can't play with you, it's just you. That means I gotta buy another controller at $34.95. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. But I need you to understand it only come with 2 games. You gonna be through with them motherfuckers tonight. That means Daddy gotta buy 3-4 other games at $45 to $55 a piece. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. Or, I can look in the recycler under the classified section and I can get you what's known as a Nintendo 64. Now, it's not gonna be new. So it's gonna come with like 20 games that other kids have already opened and played with to make sure it's fun. Then me and you got like $200-300 left over. We can go all across the country, stop at ice cream trucks, buy 6 nuggets, don't eat 6, eat 3, throw the other 3 out the window because we don't give a fuck because we got money like that. And that nigga sit right there and make a pimp decision. He just... You say 20 games? Well, we just gonna get the Nintendo then, Daddy. That's my motherfucking nigga. Make a pimp decision then. When the new Jordans come out, I take that nigga to the Foot Locker with the rest of the children and let him try them on. Just go and try them on. No, they tight, they tight. Okay, I want you to do me a favor. Run down this hour real quick. I'm gonna time you. On your march, get set, go. 9 seconds, 9 seconds. That was fast. Okay, take them off, take them off. Come with Daddy to Payless. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Now put the Batmans on. Put the Batmans on. Make sure the Velcro is tight. Make sure the Velcro is tight. On your march, get set, go. 5 seconds. All I'm saying is you're faster in the Batmans. Now sit right here and let Daddy holler at you, pimpin'. Now, if you want the Jordans, Daddy can get the Jordans all day, every day, no problem. But for the same price as the Jordans, you can get the Batmans, the Rock, Pokemons, the Digimons. You can get these that don't have no name, but they light up every time you walk, just every step you take. And that nigga bling bling out the stove. He just... Y'all been all that. I've been Katt in the Hat. Thanks for the time.
Chimo mabaminda na usawidi gozo iye buya limbe kumba na usawidi gozo habawa iye. Something is killing me slowly and I'm feeling so lonely, but this thing I must to talk all my people there for Bujo.
Question 4. Is the cost worth the potential victory? Every race has a cost. Time, energy, resources, opportunity cost. Is what you're sacrificing worth what you might gain? If yes, keep running. If no, redirect your energy to something with a better return on investment. These questions help you determine when to persist and when to pivot, when to come from behind, and when to start a different race entirely. Because wisdom isn't just about perseverance. It's about persevering in the right things, and having the courage to quit the wrong things. Alright, let me bring this home with some final thoughts. Katt Williams took a simple concept, someone coming from behind to win, and revealed profound truths about resilience, perseverance, and the power of refusing to quit. The key insights. Being behind is a position, not a permanent state. Work for yourself, not for an audience. Use others' complacency as your competitive advantage. The comeback is sweeter than the initial win. Who you become in the process matters more than the final result. And the ultimate message: your race isn't over just because you're behind. You can still win. You can still come back. You can still shock the world. But it requires refusing to quit when everyone stops watching. Running your own race instead of comparing yourself to others. Focusing on daily improvement instead of the total gap. Maintaining hunger even when you're discouraged. Believing in yourself when nobody else does. If you can do these things, if you can maintain this mindset, if you can keep pushing even when you're in last place, you put yourself in position for the most satisfying type of victory. The comeback. Alright y'all, that's it for today. This Katt Williams video hit different. It was comedy, but it was also inspiration. It was entertainment, but it was also empowerment. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Question 1. Have you ever been in a position where you were behind, but refused to quit? What happened? Question 2. What's the hardest part of working hard when nobody's watching? Question 3. Have you ever witnessed or experienced a dramatic comeback? What made it possible? Question 4. Are you currently in last place in any area of your life? What's your plan to close the gap? Question 5. How do you stay motivated when you're behind and everyone's counted you out? Let's build a community of people who refuse to quit, who come from behind, who prove the doubters wrong. If this video reminded you that your race isn't over, hit that like button. If you want more content that combines entertainment with empowerment, subscribe to the channel. And share this with someone who's behind right now, who's been counted out, who needs to be reminded that they can still win. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being willing to keep running even when you're in last place. Remember, the race isn't over until you decide it's over. And as long as you're still running, you're still in position to win. Keep running your race. Keep getting better every day. Keep believing when nobody else does. And when you cross that finish line first, when you shock everyone, when you prove the doubters wrong, remember this moment. Remember when you were behind. Remember when they counted you out. Remember when you refused to quit. Because that's your story. That's your testimony. That's your power. Come from behind. Shock the world. Write your own ending. Until next time, stay hungry, stay humble, stay running. Peace, persistence, and power. Always. Yo, this imagery is so powerful. The look of shock on someone's face when the person they counted out catches up to them. The panic when they realize they celebrated too early. The fear when they realize they're not as safe as they thought. And in that final moment, in that final push, she digs deeper than she's ever dug before. She finds strength she didn't know she had. She taps into something beyond physical. It's spiritual. It's emotional. It's willpower. And she crosses that finish line first. The audience is on their feet. People are clapping, shouting, celebrating this story like they were there to witness it. Katt lets the moment breathe. He lets the crowd celebrate. And then he brings it back down for the lesson. Now the story's not about the race. The story's about life. Because all of us, have been behind at some point. We've been counted out. We've been written off. We've been in last place while everybody else is celebrating their victory. And now we're getting to the heart of why Katt is telling this story. It's not just entertainment. It's teaching. It's encouragement. It's empowerment. And the question is, what do you do when you're behind? Do you quit because nobody's watching? Do you give up because the gap seems too big? Do you stop because everyone's already decided you lost? The audience is quiet now, reflective, because Katt is making this personal. He's making every person in that room examine their own life. Or do you keep running? Do you run your race instead of theirs? Do you focus on being better than you were yesterday, instead of worrying about who's ahead of you? Do you conserve your energy and wait for your moment? Man, these questions are hitting hard. We've all been in positions where we were behind, where we were counted out, where it seemed like everyone else was winning and we were losing. And in those moments we have to decide, do we quit or do we keep pushing? Katt is now breaking down the specific lessons from this story. Lesson number 1, being behind doesn't mean being defeated. It just means you got some ground to make up. And ground can be made up if you're willing to do the work. Facts. Being behind is just a temporary position. It's not a permanent identity. You're behind right now, but that doesn't mean you'll be behind tomorrow if you put in the work today. So many people internalize being behind. They start identifying as a loser, as someone who can't win, as someone who's not good enough. But being behind is a position, not a definition. You can change your position by changing your actions. Lesson number 2, nobody's paying attention to your struggle, but everybody will pay attention to your success. So don't do it for the attention, do it for you. This is crucial, because one of the hardest parts of coming from behind is doing it in obscurity. Nobody's watching your 5 a.m. workouts. Nobody's seeing your late nights grinding. Nobody's witnessing the sacrifices you're making. The cameras only show up when you're winning. The crowd only cheers when you're at the top. So you can't be motivated by external validation. You have to be motivated by internal conviction. You have to believe in yourself when nobody else does. You have to keep pushing even when nobody's watching. Lesson number 3, the person in first place is probably getting comfortable. Use that to your advantage. While they're celebrating, you're working. While they're relaxing, you're grinding. While they're sleeping, you're running. This is about understanding the psychology of competition. People who get ahead early often get lazy. They stop working as hard. But if you're behind and you maintain your hunger, if you keep that underdog mentality, if you never stop grinding, you can close the gap while they're not paying attention. And by the time they realize you're catching up, it's too late. Lesson number 4. The comeback is sweeter than the initial win. Because when you come from behind, when you prove everyone wrong, when you shock the world, that's a different level of satisfaction. Yo, this is so true. Winning when everyone expects you to win is nice. But winning when everyone counted you out, when everyone said it was impossible, when you had to overcome the odds, the criticism, the doubt, that hits different. That's the kind of win that changes you. That's the kind of win that builds character. That's the kind of win that nobody can ever take away from you. Katt is now wrapping up the story with his final thoughts. So to everybody watching this who's in last place right now, and you know who you are, I need you to hear this. Your race ain't over. Just because you're behind doesn't mean you're defeated. Just because they stopped watching doesn't mean you should stop running. Just because they wrote you off doesn't mean you can't write a comeback story. The crowd is going absolutely crazy now because Katt has taken a story and turned it into a movement. He's taken entertainment and turned it into empowerment. Keep running your race. Keep getting better every day. Keep conserving your energy for your moment. And when your moment comes, and it will come if you don't quit, you shock everybody. You come from behind. You prove them wrong. You write your own ending. And then Katt delivers his final line with that signature Katt Williams swagger. Because the best revenge against people who counted you out is showing up to the victory party they weren't planning to invite you to. And when they ask, how did you do it? You just smile and say, I came from behind. The audience erupts. Standing ovation. People are clapping, shouting, laughing, crying. Because Katt just took them on a journey. He made them laugh, made them think, made them feel, and made them believe. The video ends with Katt walking off stage to thunderous applause. Wow. Just wow. That was powerful. Let me sit with this for a moment because there's so much to process. Katt Williams just took what could have been a simple comeback story and turned it into a masterclass on perseverance, resilience, and the power of refusing to quit. The story itself, whether it's about a specific person or a composite of many comeback stories, is compelling. Someone in last place, counted out, written off, but refusing to quit, slowly gaining ground, staying focused, waiting for their moment, and ultimately shocking everyone by winning. But the power of the story isn't just in the narrative. It's in the lessons Katt extracted from it. Lesson 1. Being behind is not being defeated. This is about mindset. So many people equate their current position with their permanent potential. If they're behind now, they think they'll be behind forever. If they're losing now, they think they're a loser. But position is temporary. It's just where you are right now. It's not where you'll be tomorrow if you do the work today. You can change your position, you can close the gap, you can come from behind, but only if you believe it's possible. Lesson 2. Do it for yourself, not for the audience. This is about motivation. External validation is fickle. The crowd only cheers when you're winning. The cameras only film when you're interesting. The world only pays attention when you're successful. If your motivation is external, if you're only working hard when people are watching, you'll quit the moment the attention goes away. But if your motivation is internal, if you're doing this for you, for your own growth, for your own goals, for your own satisfaction, you'll keep going even when nobody's watching. And ironically, that's when you do your best work. When you're not performing for an audience but working for yourself. Lesson 3. Use their complacency as your advantage. This is about strategy. People who get ahead early often get comfortable. They think they've already won. They stop working as hard. They coast. But if you're behind and you maintain your hunger, you can use their complacency against them. While they're celebrating, you're working. While they're resting, you're grinding. While they're distracted by their lead, you're closing the gap. By the time they realize you're catching up, it's too late. You've already done the work. You've already closed the distance, and now you're in position to win. Lesson 4. The comeback is sweeter. This is about perspective. Winning is always satisfying, but there's something special about comeback wins, about proving people wrong, about overcoming the odds, about shocking the world. Those wins hit different. They mean more. They build character in ways that easy wins never could. So if you're in a position where you're behind, where you're the underdog, where everyone's counted you out, recognize that you're in position for the sweetest type of win. A comeback win, a prove them wrong win, a shock the world win. Now let me get personal for a moment, because this video is making me reflect on my own life. I've been behind. I've been in last place. I've been counted out. I've been written off. And I felt that sting of being ignored, of working hard but nobody noticing, of making progress but nobody caring, of improving but still being seen as irrelevant. There were times I wanted to quit, times I thought, what's the point if nobody's watching? Times I felt like the gap was too big to close. But something in me refused to quit. Maybe it was stubbornness, maybe it was faith, maybe it was just too much pride to accept defeat. Whatever it was, I kept going. I kept working. Not for an audience, because there wasn't one, but for myself. Because I started this race, and I was determined to finish it. And slowly, gradually, I started gaining ground. Not dramatically, not overnight, but consistently. And eventually, people started noticing. The cameras came back, the opportunities showed up, the recognition arrived. But here's the thing. By the time they noticed, I had already won. Because the real victory wasn't crossing the finish line first. The real victory was refusing to quit when I was in last place. The real victory was keeping faith when everyone counted me out. The real victory was the person I became in the process of coming from behind. That's what Katt is really talking about. This isn't just about winning a race. It's about who you become when you refuse to give up despite the odds. When you're in last place and you keep running, you develop resilience. When nobody's watching and you keep working, you develop self-motivation. When the gap seems insurmountable and you keep closing it, you develop persistence. When everyone counts you out and you prove them wrong, you develop confidence. These qualities, Resilience, self-motivation, persistence, confidence, these are what make champions. And you can't develop them from winning easily. You can only develop them from coming from behind. So in a weird way, being behind is a gift. It's an opportunity to develop qualities that people who always been ahead never get to develop. It's an opportunity to prove to yourself what you're made of. Now, I want to address something important. There's a difference between coming from behind and being in denial about a lost cause. Not every race can be won. Not every gap can be closed. Not every comeback is possible. Sometimes you're in the wrong race entirely. Sometimes you need to redirect your energy to a different goal. Sometimes, the wise move is to stop running a race you were never meant to win and start running a race that aligns with your true calling. So how do you know the difference? How do you know when to keep pushing and when to pivot? Here are some questions to ask yourself. Question 1. Is this my race or someone else's? Are you running this race because it's your authentic goal or because it's what others expect of you? Are you chasing this because it's your dream or because you're trying to prove something to people who don't matter? If it's truly your race, aligned with your values, your passions, your purpose, then keep running, even if you're behind. If it's someone else's race that you got talked into, maybe it's time to stop and find your race. Question 2. Am I actually making progress? Be honest. Are you actually closing the gap, even slowly? Are you actually getting better, even incrementally? If yes, keep going. Progress is progress, no matter how slow. If no, if you've been putting in work for months or years and you're no closer than when you started, maybe it's time to reassess your strategy or your goal. Question 3. Does this goal still align with who I'm becoming? Sometimes we start a race at age 20 that doesn't make sense at age 30. Sometimes our goals need to evolve as we evolve. If this goal still aligns with who you're becoming, keep running. If you've outgrown this goal or discovered it was never really yours, give yourself permission to stop running that race and start a new one. I'm already intrigued because this sounds like it's going to be about a comeback story, an underdog story, someone rising from adversity. And you know when Katt Williams tells a story, it's not just going to be the surface level facts. He's going to give us the psychology, the deeper meaning, the life lessons wrapped up in comedy and wisdom. That's what makes Katt so special. He can take a story and reveal layers that most people miss. Now, came from behind could mean so many things. Maybe it's about someone who was counted out and made a comeback. Maybe it's about someone who was underestimated and proved everyone wrong. Maybe it's about someone who was in last place and somehow won. Whatever it is, I'm ready for it because Katt Williams is about to break it down in a way only he can. Let me get my setup right. I've got my water here, my notepad ready, because I know Katt's going to drop some gems that I'll want to remember. And I'm mentally prepared for a journey. Katt doesn't just tell stories, he takes you on experiences. Let's get into it. Alright, hitting play now. Okay, the video starts with Katt on stage, and immediately you can tell he's about to tell a story. He's got that look in his eyes, that mischievous knowing look, that says I'm about to tell y'all something. The crowd is already laughing just from his energy before he even starts talking. And then Katt begins, let me tell you about when she came from behind. And I'm not talking about physically behind, though that's a whole other conversation we could have. The crowd erupts. Already Katt has them in the palm of his hand with that one line. He's playing with the double meaning, getting the laugh, but you can tell he's about to go somewhere deeper. He continues, I'm talking about when she was behind in life, behind in the race, behind everybody's expectations, so far behind that people stopped watching, they counted her out, they wrote her off, they had already declared somebody else the winner. This is about someone who was so far behind that people stopped paying attention. And that's real, isn't it? Because society has a short attention span. Once you fall behind, once you stumble, once you're not winning anymore, people move on. They stop watching your story because they've already written the ending in their minds. Katt is now setting the scene, and he's describing this woman. He hasn't said who she is yet, but he's painting a picture. She was last place. Dead last. Not second to last where you can still say, well, at least I'm not last. She was last. The person in second to last place could see her in their rearview mirror, getting smaller. The audience is laughing, but also leaning in because Katt is building tension. He's making us feel how far behind this person was. And everybody had already moved on. The cameras were on the winner. The commentators were talking about the winner. The celebration had already started for the winner. Nobody was even watching her anymore. She was so far behind, she was irrelevant. Man, this is powerful, because it's capturing something so real about how society treats people who fall behind. Once you're not winning, once you're struggling, once you're at the bottom, you become invisible. People don't want to watch the struggle. They want to watch the success. They want to see winners, not losers. The attention goes to whoever's in first place. The resources go to whoever's winning. The celebration starts before the race is even over, because everyone's already decided who won. And the person in last place, they might as well not exist. Katt is now transitioning, and his voice changes. It gets more serious, more intense. But what they didn't know, what they couldn't know, is that she wasn't done. Just because she was behind, didn't mean she was defeated. Just because she was last, didn't mean she was finished. Just because they stopped watching, didn't mean she stopped running. Yes, this is it right here. This is the heart of the comeback story, the difference between someone who stays down and someone who gets back up. It's about their determination, their resilience, their refusal to quit. The crowd is quieter now, because Katt has shifted from comedy to inspiration. He's still funny, but now he's also teaching. See, everybody else was running for the crowd. They were running for the cameras. They were running for the approval, for the recognition, for the applause. But she was running for herself. She was running because she started this race, and she was going to finish this race, whether anybody was watching or not. Bro, this is a word. Because how many people only perform when they have an audience? How many people only work hard when they're being noticed? How many people quit the moment the cameras turn away? But real champions, real winners, they keep going even when nobody's watching. They keep pushing even when nobody's cheering. They keep running, even when they're in last place and nobody believes in them anymore. That's the difference between performers and champions. Performers need an audience. Champions need a goal. Katt is now getting into the specifics of the comeback, and his storytelling is masterful. So she's back there in last place, and she makes a decision. She says, I'm not running their race anymore. I'm running my race. I'm not worried about who's ahead of me. I'm worried about being better than I was yesterday. This is such an important mindset shift. Because when you're in last place, it's easy to get discouraged by comparing yourself to everyone ahead of you. The gap seems insurmountable. The distance seems impossible to close. But if you shift your focus from competing with them to competing with yourself, from beating them to beating your own previous performance, suddenly the race becomes manageable. You're not trying to close a huge gap all at once. You're just trying to run faster today than you did yesterday. You're just trying to be better today than you were yesterday. You're just trying to improve incrementally, consistently, relentlessly. Katt continues, and slowly, and I mean slowly, she starts gaining ground. Not because she's running faster than everybody else, but because she's running smarter. She's running more efficiently. She's running with purpose. And more importantly, she ain't stopping. This is real wisdom right here. Because comebacks aren't usually dramatic. They're not usually instant. They're usually the result of consistent, incremental improvement over time. You don't go from last place to first place overnight. You go from last to second to last. Then from second to last to third to last. Slowly, gradually, you close the gap. But the key is consistency. You keep showing up. You keep putting in the work. You keep improving. You don't stop just because progress is slow. Katt is now building to the climax of the story. So now, people start noticing. The cameras that left, they start coming back. The commentators that stopped talking about her, they start mentioning her name again. Because she's not in last place anymore. She's moving up. She's gaining ground. She's making people nervous. The audience is getting louder because they can feel where this is going. Katt is taking them on the journey with this woman. And the person in first place, they're not worried. They're comfortable. They're celebrating. They've already won in their mind. They're not even running hard anymore. They're coasting. They're waving to the crowd. They're already planning their victory speech. Oh man, this is such a common pattern in life. The person who gets ahead early often gets complacent. They stop working as hard because they think they've already won. They stop pushing because they think the gap is insurmountable. But the person behind, they have hunger, they have something to prove, they have nothing to lose, and everything to gain. So they keep grinding while the leader coasts. Katt's voice is rising now, and that's when it happens. That's when she makes her move. She's been conserving energy, she's been running smart, she's been waiting for her moment, and right when they think it's over, right when they think they've won, she comes from behind. The crowd is going crazy now, because Katt is delivering this with such intensity, such drama, such perfection. She passes second place. They didn't even see her coming. She passes third place. They're in shock. She passes fourth place. They're confused. And then, she's neck and neck with first place. And the person in first place looks over and sees her, and you can see it in their eyes. Panic. Because they thought they had won. They thought it was over. They thought she was irrelevant.